on BBC Radio Shropshire.
Good morning, it's 7:25 on The Breakfast Show. All this week we're bringing you some of our wonderful Shropshire competitors who are taking part in this year's Invictus Games in Germany. And I'm delighted to say that today's competitor is Jimmy Harrison, who's currently serving in the RAF and lives with multiple sclerosis. He's taking part in the cycling and rowing events and joins me now. Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to talk to you this morning. Are you excited about Germany in September?
I'm ecstatic. I really can't wait to go to Germany and actually compete in the international scene. And with in name of the UK and the RAF, which is brilliant. I can't wait for it.
Are there nerves involved as well?
Yeah, I have so many nerves. But it's all really good and nice and support from everybody who I have is coping with me. So there's my partner and also the actual organisation or RBL as well. They're really helping me out. So yeah,
it's amazing. How does MS impact on not just your life but your job as well and your career in the military?
Everything I do at the moment has to be weighed out to how much exertion it's doing on me. So, for example, yesterday I do normal 8:30 till 5 job. Well, we got up to 3 or 4 o'clock, and my fatigue was starting to set in quite badly. But being me, it's I kind of power through it, which it just meant I couldn't do some stuff in the afternoon. But it's really sporadic at times. It can affect it, but I have so much support in the military and work that if I need the help, I can get it, and that's basically it. Yeah.
How does that impact as well then on your cycling, on your rowing? How do you have to manage the build-up to those events?
So in the build-up, and I set my cycling, if I have to do a high intensity workouts, I would do this in the gym. So then if I do feel fatigue, I can take a break and be in a safe environment. And for something more endurance, I just have to plan out my route out. So I know where a cafe stop is or anything else, and take quite a lot of food or energy food with me to try and maintain and keep an eye on it. It's a bit like it's diabetes. I would assume it's preparation and idea and how when I'm starting to feel niggles and then try and react to it before it actually infects me quite badly. Because I could go out for a ride one day and seem perfectly fine. It's about 40 to 60 miles. And then the next day I can't get out of bed, which is
wow.
Frustrating, but it's the nature of the condition, I would say.
Do you hope to inspire others who might be new on their journey with MS and see you as a great example of what can be achieved?
Yeah, so one of the main objectives what I spoke to the Rutledge Legion about is I wanted to make this a stepping stone on how to try and inspire others to cope with a condition or an element or event in their life. What really does affect you both physically and mentally. And by showing my progress in the Invictus Games and how I cope on social media, I show my bad days and my good days. I wanted to inspire people to keep and focus on different elements. So my focus with the MS is I'm terrified that eventually I could lose elements I absolutely love. So I took the advice from the NHS straight away and said sport can help you retain mobility, and it's been a drive to keep what I've got, and the sport and element is what I focus on, and it helps me in many different elements, and it helps out a lot for that.
Were you into sport before your diagnosis?
Yeah, so I've always been quite fanatic about cycling. Ever since I came out of university in it's early 2020s. Well, actually, earlier than that. But I've always liked cycling since I was a small kid. Then I had a bit of a break because I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was a child anyway. Then when I was after the Olympics watching track cycling, I kind of got into cycling and I just enjoy it so much. It's ridiculous. Uh, and rowing is a very, very brand new thing to me, but I enjoy it. It's quite exhilarating trying to do stuff for it, and the processes and how to do the different bits of it. I kind of want to extend into trying to be in that as well eventually, and actually do real rowing, not just inside and static.
Yeah. Well, we're really thrilled that you're getting to go to the Invictus Games, and no doubt you'll do Shropshire, and particularly highly proud when you're out in Germany. Thanks for chatting this morning, Jimmy.
Okay, and thank you. It's appreciated.
Thank you very much indeed. Jimmy Harrison, currently serving in the RAF and heading to the Invictus Games. He's received support as well from the Royal British Legion, as you heard yesterday, leading a team of veterans and military personnel to take part in this year's Invictus Games in partnership with the Ministry of Defence in Dusseldorf in Germany. Beautiful place. 7:31 on BBC Radio Shropshire. It's time for your news.